Hi, you're watching ASEAN Now, and this is the Weekly Wrap, where we round up the latest and most interesting news in ASEAN for you. After 5 years and 32 rounds of negotiations, Malaysia and 11 other Pacific Rim countries have finally reached a conclusion on the Trans-Pacific Partnership Agreement. Trade ministers and chief negotiators, who were on a marathon meeting in Atlanta since September 26, announced the agreement on Monday. This paves the way for a deal that could reshape industries and influence everything from the price of cheese to the cost of cancer treatments. Said to be the most sweeping trade liberalization deal, the TPPA will cut trade barriers and set common standards among these countries, which form 40% of the world economy. The pact's highlights include duty-free trade on most goods and a pledge not to devalue currencies. Members will also be subject to enforceable labour and environmental standards. The TPP nations are Australia, Brunei, Canada, Chile, Japan, Malaysia, Mexico, New Zealand, Peru, Singapore, the United States, and Vietnam. The countries have 2 years to ratify the agreement. During that time, the government will see whether it is necessary to amend any legislation before the TPPA takes effect sometime early 2018. Malaysia had won several concessions in areas considered sensitive to the country. This includes protecting the interests of Bumiputras, government procurement, and state-owned enterprises. Once the complete and official text of the agreement is prepared, International Trade and Industry Minister Datuk Sri Mustafa Mohamad will present it to the Cabinet and Parliament for debate. Full consultations with interested parties and the public will also be held. We look forward to learning more about how the TPPA will affect the rakyat. Up next, Myanmar's Aung San Suu Kyi has vowed to lead a new Myanmar government if her party wins the upcoming historic polls. The Nobel laureate said this in an interview despite being constitutionally barred from presidency because her late husband and 2 sons are not Myanmar citizens. And if the National League of Democracy comes to power, Suu Kyi maintained that she would be leader of that government, whether or not she is president. As the first openly contested general election in 25 years, the November 8 polls are seen as a key test of democratic progress in Myanmar. This will be an exciting election to watch, so mark your calendars. Over in Indonesia, President Joko Widodo confirmed on Thursday that the nation is open to any foreign assistance to tackle forest fires. To speed up the process of putting out fires in Kalimantan and Sumatra, Indonesia needs aircraft that could carry between 12 and 15 tons of water each. Japan has offered help, and Singapore will send 3 aircraft, while Russia will deploy several water bombers. The Malaysian Maritime Enforcement Agency will also use a Bombardier CL-415MP amphibious aircraft to douse fires at locations determined by the Indonesian authorities. With this regional cooperation, the Indonesian government expects the country's forest fires to be completely resolved by the end of October. That's all for this week. Don't forget to comment in the comment section below and stay tuned next week for a fresh dose of the region's news. This is Michelle Tam with the Weekly Wrap for ASEAN Now. Thank you for watching.